Good day, Davao.
Good day, Holy Crushen.
I am Maura Bethel Nawan.
And I am Kurt John Hayes Akin. Welcome to the new episode of Pertinent Talk and In-Depth Discussions.
As we tackle prevalent issues in our society,
This is The Lowdown. One of the most prevalent issues in today's world is mental health problems. In the Philippine setting, according to the data of Department of Health 2018, the World Health Organization estimated that 154 million Filipino people suffer from depression and 15.3 million from substance use disorders, while 877,000 die due to suicide every day.
the COVID-19 pandemic enters the picture.
According to early findings from an international survey of children by UNICEF and Gallup, a median of 1 in 5 young people aged 15 to 24 surveyed said they often feel depressed or have little interest in doing things. As the pandemic heads into its third year, the impact on children and young people's mental health and well-being continues to be critical. According to the latest data from UNICEF, at least 1 in 7 children has been directly affected by lockdowns, while more than 1.6 billion children have suffered from loss of education.
Many young people feel afraid, angry, and concerned for their future due to the disruption to recreation, education, routines, as well as concern for family finances and health.
Today, with the help of our special guest, we will be discussing mental health problems and its rising case in this pandemic.
Please help us welcome registered psychometrician John Jacob Balaba.
Good day, sir. Welcome to this program. We are glad and honored to discuss with you this prevalent issue. Our first question is, mental health has become a more common topic in discussions, especially when we entered the pandemic, but not many seem to fully understand what mental health is and what mental health issues are. So, sir, our question is, what is mental health and why is it a concern?
Okay. Mental health is a holistic in our psychological part in our as a person or as a human. We need to take good care of our mental health as well as we take good care of our physical health. And mental health is very important so that we will be able to prioritize ourselves also, our mind, we have a healthy mind also. The importance of mental health also that we will discover ourselves to be more psychologically capable each day. I know that mental illness is a widespread now problem that we are facing due to this pandemic.
Thank you for that information, po, sir. Now, I think our viewers will be enlightened with that information, po. Now, sir, though it is being widely discussed now, the idea of mental health is still quite new, or if I say it is alien to many other people here in the Philippines, which is why there are lots of stigmas. Now, sir, what do you think are the major stigmas here in the Philippines that we need to overcome, and how do we overcome them?
Oh, I see. Having a stigma in the Philippines is historically we have so much. The concept of mental illness is very new to the Philippines. It's not new, but historically it's not that widely accepted, because in our history it's more on the ideologies that we are part of we are being cursed by a devil. That's one thing that we have, kasi in our concept right now, most of the community think that parang nasaniban siya, or in our concept nabuang siya because of those devil or any of that's our concept of mental illness in the Philippines. So right now we need to look forward on how to deal with it. That kind of misinformation, because we need to have a good information also about what is mental illness in because stigma is there, because we always stereotype them na wala silang because they are buang, they are crazy, they are not curable, or they are not being part, hindi pa sila kaya na maano ng isang therapist. But actually stigma malaki-laki pa yung ano natin dyan in terms of mental illness, in terms of the issue of stigmatizing those people with mental illness.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us. And it's very important talaga, sir, na we know about mental health issues.
And also, sir, I could also witness no, na there are other people really is lack knowledge of kanang mga kato na mga imong gipang-ingon, sir, na mga tao na if makakita lang sila kanang naay something problem ilang pagtanong kay mungguloy dayon or something buang dayon without knowing what really is there kanang unsay lahang tinuod nga ano sa tawag ni ay lang tinuod nga kondisyon.
The root cause.
Yes, opo.
So, sir, another problem in relation to mental health and to quite an extent, stigmas is self-diagnosis. This ranges from casually calling yourself as someone having OCD just because you were bothered by a small detail to someone claiming that he or she is depressed even without being diagnosed by a professional. So, sir, what's okay and what is not okay when it comes to this matter? What are the negative effects of these behaviors? Kaning self-diagnosis po.
It's very important that you educate yourself also. Okay, so by educating yourself that you embrace that kind of mental illness or mental health problem, it's very important because somehow we can easily research in our own what are we experiencing right now, and also you need to be educated also with all the mental health advocates that we have right now or mental health practitioners, especially that you are students. You need to consult with your guidance counselors or even a resident psychologist in the academy, because it's one way of educating yourself so that while educating yourself also you can educate others also. One thing that I appreciate now, the new generation, that we are very eager to know what is mental health and what is mental illness. Okay, it's social media is there, our source of information is there. So I'm very happy also with all the teenagers right now, especially the youth, that they are openly getting that kind of concept that mental illness is it's part of our that we need to face each day, or even in the others with experiencing like that. So we need to educate ourselves also about mental illness.
Yes, sir. I think that is also one of the big problems here in the Philippines, na the lack of knowledge of the people, especially the students, no, about mental health issues. Kasi like for example, sa PBB, yung si KD, he actually has mental health issues, but other people observe or kanang ginakuan siya as something sad boy, emotional, or OA masyado kasi nagpapakita nagpapasad or naluoy ana, sir. So it is really important that a lot of students, or especially all of us, no, to have education regarding this matter po, kasi this is serious here in our country and even the world po. So now, sir, what are the ways that we can educate ourselves more about mental health?
Oh, actually, if it's part of our right now is doing research. It's very important that one way of educating yourself is doing your own research. What is because we do not even say that we are depressed right away, diba? Because most of us medyo na lang tayo, na level of stress pa tayo. We interpret that one as depression. But because depression is not that the level of depression is not the same with stress, because when you have depression, it's we need medication, we need therapists, so that our mood and our mental health will be in a level of balance. So we need to have a balance also. So by educating yourself and seek professional help, that's one thing that you will be educated. Seek professional help. So dapat dili maulaw because it's na you can do better after that one if you seek professional help, because they are the one who can manage your own problem. They can manage they can help you to manage that kind of problems that you are facing right now. That's it.
Yes, sir, I agree with that, sir. No, let's really take away the stigma in seeking professional help, especially if you really need to. And if people want to really seek professional help, it is really a must. No, if nasa sila na feel na kanang dili sila okay or depressed sila or nasa sila anxiety, it is really important no, to talk with psychiatrists, psychologists, and any health professional to help them.
And partner, no, it's good to hear and it's good to know na mga youth karon is kasagaran sila is open-minded na pod kabalo sila ng mga about mental health issue, which is maayo jud kaayo no para ma-educate pud nila ilang mga parents kay mostly pud baya sa ato ang mga parents is kana wala knowledge about ang kaning mental health issue kay dili siguro sila aware pud sa una karon lang siya na-known. So
Yes, partner.
yes, sir, we keep hearing that this pandemic situation will all make us more prone to mental health issues. But we know that the topic of mental health is quite broad. So sir, what particular mental health issue have we become more prone to because of this pandemic?
Actually, I already researched some of the examples that I have. I researched one of the research in Italy. Some pandemic and lockdown measures impact in mental health issues. Actually, this study shows that relative high on the post-traumatic stress syndrome. Actually, post-traumatic stress syndrome, when you experience the traumatic experiences before that you are in a chaotic situation, it comes back because of this COVID-19 pandemic, and also depression symptoms also arises in Italy. Okay, that's one of the research that they have, and also the symptoms of anxiety, insomnia, and perceived stress, and also those adjustment syndrome that we have right now because we are not into this. We are not what we call this familiar, kumbaga, in this time of pandemic, because all of us are new with pandemic, right? It's a global impact. We need to adjust, especially right now we're having an interview in a Zoom meeting, so we need to adjust in our technology, in our ways of living, and also we need to adjust also what are those measures that the government will give each week, diba? So we need to adjust, and it keeps us, giving us anxiety. But in the Philippines also, there is a research last year, August siya na-release. During the early stage of pandemic in the Philippines, 1/4 of that mean we have a moderate to severe anxiety. So very high yung level of anxiety of the Filipino people last year. Especially one of my friend also experienced that one, that her level of anxiety rise up in this time of lockdown because of the news also give us anxiety. It's not that healthy anymore because of the news. So that's one thing that we need to address also in the moderate to severe depression psychological impact last year. And also right now, even right now in 2021, it's just the same, the level of anxiety and depression that we have experienced, or some of the Filipino experience also. That's it.
Yes, sir, I agree, sir. No, thank you for that research na imong gi-share, sir. No, I agree, sir, no, that we really need to adjust and be flexible with today's protocols or today's happening, kasi makakatulong lang talaga din sa atin yung self natin. But we also need to ask help for psychologists and even professional help.
Yes.
Yeah, so now, sir, the question is, what can we do to make ourselves less prone to these mental health issues?
I see. Madami tayong dapat gawin. Actually, there are many things that we wanted to learn in ourselves also. Especially, we should be open, talk openly about mental health, because it's very important. If you feel it's not that the same before, that you have that kind of behavior which is not normal, because having mental health issue is dysfunctional. You are not able to do what is usually, for example, Kurt, you did not do what is the usual Kurt before, so that is dysfunctional. So you need to have to openly talk what you feel to other persons, especially in your family, especially in your guidance counselors, in your academy. You can have them openly talk about your feelings, because it's very important to talk. And also be conscious of the language. Okay, so if other people talk to you about what they feel, do not judge them okay, you're nabuang na dayon ka. So be conscious of your language, because it's very important that you are very conscious with the language, because it might hurt. It's for you, it's joke, but for the other people it's not. So be conscious of your language. And it's also encourage equality between physical and mental illness. So especially right now, we are very conscious with our physical health because of this COVID-19, but we need to be conscious also with the mental health illnesses, because somehow we need to, because anxiety comes in when you have a for example, you are contacted with the COVID-19. So, diba, anxiety comes in. So, you need to take care also of your mental health. Okay, so one thing also is you need to have a physical exercise. So, it's very important that you move your body so that agitation will not come. Okay, so para maging ano din tayo, maging healthier yung physical and mental health natin. And especially, labas-labas din tayo pag may time. So, we need some sunlight, because sunlight gives us more happy hormones. Okay? It's very important na hindi naman siguro magpunta lang sa malayong lugar, but outside of your house or a park siguro that you can breathe in, breathe out. So, it's very important. And one thing is for sure, I know that choose your own be honest also. So if you feel that like what you feel right now, especially you are not it's not normal feeling that you are sad, extreme na yung sadness, be honest to yourself. Okay, so you don't need to be hindi na siguro dapat tayo maging pa ang tawag nito, maging mangatik pa sa tong sarili na I'm okay pa. But if you feel that you are not okay, be honest to yourself. Okay, that's it.
Yes, sir. Having mental health issues, partner, is not easy. The enemy is within yourself. That's why mas maayo dyan na mangita kang tabang sa mga professionals. No?
Yes.
And sir, when do we seek help?
Oh, so when do we seek help? Actually, it's very important that you yourself also, you need to evaluate yourself. That you are normal pa ba ako? Because my doings is normal pa ba? If you feel that it's not normal because of what we experience right now, you need to seek help. Especially in your behavior. Pag nag-iba na yung behavior mo before, if you realize that hindi na ako ngayon si Kurt, or hindi na ako ngayon si John, or hindi na ako, you need to evaluate yourself and seek your guidance counselor. If you are a student, seek your guidance counselor. Talk to them, because they are the one who can give you those support about mental health, and they can facilitate also help with you. So that's it.
Yeah, sir, I agree with you, sir. No? And thank you for those advices na shinare mo kanina, sir. It is really true na we should not deny ourselves or our feelings na if we really need help, we should consult a psychiatrist or psychologist and even a friend,
yes,
to help us overcome our mental health issues. And
dili jud dapat nato i-invalidate atong mga debate,
And yes, and to all the parents, sir, especially sa mga katong katong mga parents, sir, na yung mga gipang problema silang balay, still dapat nagya po yung communication inside the home, nagya po yung interaction within the family para mag-continue gihapon na nga to ang kundi mabantayan nato ang mga bata, or kita isip magkauban sa sulod sa balay na if na yung problema, mabantayan nato, matapangan nato ang ato ang mga isip.
Akong part dyan ang family sa growth sa bata.
Yes, sir. Now, yes, sir. For the last question, sir, how do we seek help po?
How do we seek help? It's it's very important that you know your guidance counselor, especially that you are a student in Holy Cross of Davao. So you know that who are those guidance counselors that you wanted to talk. Okay, so seek help professionally to your guidance counselor. Right now, I know that Holy Cross of Davao also have the programs and services online. So telecounseling is important. So you can have your telecounseling with your guidance counselor. It's very important that you seek help to them and you ask your teachers, where can I seek help? If you do not know your guidance counselor, go with your teacher and the teacher will refer to you to your guidance counselor. And if you have a friend, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, you can also seek help in we have a psychiatry and behavioral hospital in Davao, diba? It's malapit lang din yan sa Holy Cross. It's dili dapat na maula if you feel that you need that kind of help. And also, meron ba din tayo mga social workers in the community. They are the allied mental health professionals that can give counseling also. So it's very important that you talk what you feel right now, especially it's not a normal feeling. So very important to seek your guidance counselors, especially that you are a student. And also communicate with your friends and also your family. It's very important. Communication is very important because for that so that you are being aware of yourself also is very important. Awareness of your own self. So that's it.
Yes, sir. I agree with that, sir. No, dagan tog mga hotline numbers na nasa ato ang online na gina-post no para magtanaw nato kung ata mo duol when we need help no, especially sa ato ang mental health. And I think that's everything, sir. No, thank you so much for this afternoon, sir, for sharing your knowledge, and for this in-depth discussion with us, sir. And
Yes, we have learned a lot, sir, and I'm sure, sir, na ang mga viewers po na naka-learn po as well.
yes, sir. Again, thank you for sharing your invaluable knowledge and expertise regarding this matter po. So, as much as we want to discuss it more with you, sir, no, but time does not permit.
Yes, partner, and of course, thank you so much to our avid viewers who keep on supporting us ever since the world began.
Yes, partner. Again, this is where prevalent issues matter.
And where issues are tackled in that discussion.
This is The Lowdown.